Let us solve some integration problems, starting with the first one, which is the simple problem. So, the integral of 3x to the power of 5 minus 2x to the power of 3 plus 5 over 2 x to the power of negative 1 half of dx. If you recall, the formula for this simple power of integration would be equal to the integral of x to the power of n of dx. This would equate to x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. So by that, let's start. But first, if we want to simplify, let us split this integral into 1, 2, and 3 parts. Rewrite this. This would be equal to integral of 3x 5 to the power of 5 dx minus integral of 2x cubed dx plus the integral of 5 half x to the power of negative 1 half of dx. So focus first on this first part. But first, you can actually put this constant outside the integral because it is not important in here. So this would be 3 integral of x to the power of 5 of dx. And first, let's do the same on the other sides. So this would be minus 2 integral of x cubed of dx plus 5 half the integral of x to the power of negative 1 half of dx. Focus first on here. The integral of x to the power of 5. This would be equal to x to the power of 6 over 6 minus the integral of x to the power of 3 would be equal to x to the power of 4 over 4 plus the integral of x to the power of negative 1 half. Negative 1 half plus 1 would be equal to 1 half plus c. So let us simplify all of this in order to get the proper final answer. 3 over 6 would be equal to 1 half x to the power of 6 minus 2/4 would be also equal to 1 half x to the power of 4 plus you can actually bring up 1 half to this, but it will reciprocate. So this would be 2 over 1 multiplied by 5 over 2 x to the power of 1 half, which is equal to 10 over 2, which is equal to 5. So this would be equal to 5x to the power of 1 half plus c. Next up would be the integral of x to the power of 4 minus 5x cubed plus 6. So once again, split this integral into 3 parts. And so focus on this first one first. The integral of x to the power of 4 would be equal to x to the power of 5 over 5 minus, you can bring outside 5. So this would be equal to 5 multiplied by whatever the integral of x cubed is, which is equal to x to the power of 4 over 4 plus the integral of 6 dx. If you have something like this, the integral of this would be just multiply it by whatever variable it ends up with. For example, if you have an integral of 6 dy, this would be equal to 6y because its variable it's y. But since in our case it is dx, this would be equal to 6x plus c. the integral of square root of x minus 2 over square root of x. So, let us start first. When dealing with square roots, you must put it into its exponent form in order to use this formula. But first, let us split this integral apart into two parts. So first up, we would like to put this into its exponential form. Know that square root of x, this simply tells you that x is equal to, it is raised to 1/2. If you encountered something like cube root of x, this would equal to x to the power of 1/3. Basically, this is automatic too, but no need to put it. So this would be the integral of x to the power of 1/2 dx minus, you can actually put 2 outside, the integral of 1 over x to the power of 1/2 of dx. And now you can actually solve this based on this formula. So this would be x to the power of 1/2 plus 1 would be equal to 3/2. Wait, let me just put it in here. So the integral of x to the power of 1/2 would be equal to x to the power of 1/2 plus 1 would be equal to 3 over 2 over 3/2 minus 2, and let's multiply this. If you encountered something like this, you would want to bring this value of a denominator into its numerator, but by doing that, its exponent or its exponent sign will change. So since this is a positive exponent, this would be equal to a negative exponent. So you can rewrite this as x to the power of negative 1/2 of dx. And so, by taking this integration, x to the power of negative 1/2, negative 1/2 minus 1 would be equal to 1/2. Thus, let us simplify this. 3/2, this will reciprocate if we want to move it into its numerator. 2/3 multiplied by x to the power of 3 over 2 minus the 1/2 in here. Reciprocate this again. 2 over 1 multiplied by 2x to the power of 1/2 plus c. Thus, the final answer here would be equal to 2/3 x to the power of 3/2 minus 2 multiplied by 2 would be 4x to the power of 1/2 plus c. For the last problem of our simple problem of integral, the integral of y squared plus 4y minus 4 all over the fourth root of y, which is this, of dy. So, firstly, we must simplify this integral first. Know that all of these values right here is divided by this same value. So, let us split this first. This would be equal to the integral of y squared over the fourth root of y of dy plus the integral of 4y over the fourth root of y minus the integral of 4 over the fourth root of y again of dy. So we can see here we are dealing with a square root. So what we're going to do here first is to convert this into its exponential form. Know that the fourth root of y is equal to y raised to the power of 1 over 4. So by rewriting this, we would have a value of y over y to the power of 1/4. So the reason that we did this, so that we can actually move this into the opposite or the numerator. But by doing so, its exponent sign will change. So since this is a positive 1/4, when you move this into this, it will become negative 1/4. And so this would be the integral of y squared multiplied by y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy. So let's do the same amongst these three. But let me just rewrite this. Y squared multiplied by y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy plus the integral of 4y. We can actually put 4 outside the integral. So this would be equal to 4 integral of y multiplied by, moving this up again, this would be equal to y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy. Put 4 again in this outside of integral, so this would be negative or minus 4 integral of, since this is 1 when you left it, this would be 1 multiplied by y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy. I apologize if I make this look like it's complicated, but no, it's not. And so, focus first here on the first part, the integral of y squared multiplied by y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy. Whenever you are multiplying both bases the same, just add its exponents together. So 2 minus 1/4, it is actually equal to y to the power of 7 over 4. Wait, let me check. 2 minus 1/4. Yes, it is equal to 7 over 4 of dy plus 4 integral of, focus on the second part, y multiplied by y to the power of negative 1/4. So this is, its exponent here is 1 if there is no given. So 1 minus 1/4, this would be equal to 3 over 4 of dy. And lastly, for this last part, this is just equal to y to the power of negative 1/4 of dy. And so, we can now actually integrate this one by one. Starting off with this first one, the integral of y to the power of 7 over 4 dy. This would be equal to y, 7 over 4 plus 1 would be equal to 11 over 4 over 11 over 4 plus 4 multiplied by the integral of this. 3/4 plus 1 would be equal to 7 over 4. Minus 4 multiplied by the integral of y to the power of negative 1/4. This would be equal to y to the power of 3 over 4 over 3 over 4 plus c. Thus, we can simplify this now in order to get our final answer. This will go up and reciprocate, so this should be 4 over 11 y to the power of 11 over 4 plus 4 multiplied by 4 over 7 of y to the power of 7 over 4 minus 4 multiplied by 4 over 3 of y to the power of 3 over 4 plus c. And so, the final answer for this, it would be equal to 4 over 11 y to the power of 11 over 4 plus 4 multiplied by 4 would be equal to 16 over 7y to the power of 7 over 4 minus 4 multiplied by 4 would be equal to 16 over 3 y to the power of 3 over 4 plus c.